Hello, welcome to this video on business objectives. So by the end of this video, hopefully we will be able to differentiate between a business mission, aim, and objective, give examples of a range of business objectives and explain why the business might have these, and then look at some of the benefits of setting clear business objectives. So a business objective will normally stem from the reason why the entrepreneur wanted to set up the business in the first place. Maybe they wanted to make lots of profit. Maybe they wanted to be their own boss. Maybe they set up the business for ethical reasons. And when it comes to business objectives, we often talk about three different things: the business's aim, the business's mission, and the business's objectives. The business's mission is the overall purpose of a business, and this is often given in a mission statement. So for example, the UK retailer John Lewis, their mission statement is the happiness of all our members through their worthwhile, satisfying employment in a successful business. So really, employee welfare is a key part of the overall reason for this business's existence. We then get from that the business's aim. So this is normally a long-term target that the business wants to achieve. So for example, to expand into China, to become the market leader in the southeast of England, to enter new markets in Europe, to expand the product range. So you could maybe accuse them of being a little bit vague, but they're effectively where the business wants to get to in the long term. The last one, importantly, and this is the one we should take down in the bottom left-hand corner, is what a business objective is. And this is a quantifiable target to be achieved within a given time frame, normally the medium term, to help achieve the business's aims. Often these objectives are what we call SMART. So S for specific, M for measurable, A for accurate, R for realistic, and T for time bound. So it's worth writing down that acronym in your notes as well. So we've looked at missions, aims, and objectives. We're going to move on now, look at a range of different objectives a business might have. So the number one and most common business objective is to maximize profits, to generate the largest amount of profit possible. Why is that? It's because profit is really the reward for the entrepreneur, or the reward for the owners, perhaps the shareholders if it's a public limited company. And so what they get back compared to setting up the business, they want to maximize that. Have to be careful though, because short-term profit maximization is not always necessarily in the business's best long-term interests. You might want to invest now to generate even bigger profits in the future. The second most common business objective, particularly for new businesses, startup businesses, is just to survive, to break even in the first year of business. So to not make a profit or a loss, just keep going. So typically for startup businesses, this is an important objective. Maybe if a new competitor entered the market, so if you're a taxi company and Uber's just entered your city, your objective might just turn to survival rather than maximizing profits. Again, any other changes in the external environment, and maybe if there's a recession or if there's political instability. Another objective might be not to maximize profits necessarily, the amount of money you generate, but to maximize sales, to grow our market share, so to become a bigger player within the market. So a lot of businesses, Amazon in the past and currently Uber, are not necessarily trying to make as much profit as possible. They're actually trying to grow the business to become as large, to dominate the market with a view to being profitable in the future. Another objective might be to be really efficient on costs. So low cost retailers like Lidl might have an objective that we need to make sure we minimize costs, because this is what really gives us our advantage in the market. Another objective might be employee welfare. We looked at the example of John Lewis's mission statement earlier. Customer satisfaction might be a key objective. And maybe there are certain social objectives that a business might want to achieve, perhaps to do with renewable energy or perhaps to do with fair trade. So we've looked at the first two objectives. Now let's move on to our final one. Why would a business, what are the benefits of setting a clear business objective? Well, an objective gives employees a common sense of purpose. So what are they working towards? It can also help to motivate employees. If I've got a realistic target to achieve a 10% market share in 2 years' time, then I have a clear sort of motivation to work towards that target and try and hit it. It can drive appropriate decision making, i.e. if this is our clear target to generate market share, what would be the best strategic decisions to make about our marketing, our advertising, our pricing in order to achieve that objective. So in this video, we've looked at the difference between missions, aims, and importantly at business objectives, a range of different business objectives that a business might have, the concept of SMART objectives as well, and the benefits of setting clear and communicating clear business objectives. That's it, the end. Thank you very much for listening.